Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? We back today with a Lil Boo story, man. Y'all know, of course, before I continue, I just gotta ask everybody, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? And of course, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, keep y'all on standby, man. I've been getting a lot of requests about Lil Boo's story. People been real fascinated with Lil Boo and, hearing his part, about what all he had to do with, our hood and the origin of 600, and, I've been holding this one back for a little bit just, to, leave some of the good ones, in the cut, but today I thought I'd come through with a Lil Boo story. Y'all waited enough for this one, And Lil Boo, I'm like a direct, Lil Boo is directly responsible for why I'm 600. So it was only right, that I come and give y'all this story time on one of the fathers of the six. First I want to say, of course, long live Lil Boo. Lil Boo was, of course, he's original. He's one of the originators of 600. He him and D-Thing, they came together and they made this thing. You know what I'm saying? Him and D-Thing, they was best friends. Back in the day, they was right in between that age range where they was like E-Day and Trigger and Stello. They was like they age, but they wasn't their age. They was like old enough to be like Lil Bro and them and be around them, but they wasn't really like they age to do everything that they was doing at the time. You know what I'm saying? And they told me like that's what made them to basically coming and making their own block, because the niggas they looked up to really ain't want to give them their own shine yet, and they got tired of, sitting back in the cut, just being Lil Bro now. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be something. They wanted to be the face of something, you know what I'm saying? So, that's how 600 came into play. And when that decision got made, Lil Boo and D-Thing, they put their heads together and they made that decision to jump off the porch and do 600 business. You know what I'm saying? Not continue under the Brick City Act or the Gunline Act or the Rockstar Act or the, P Block Act, because Phono was right there with us, you know what I'm saying? They chose, not to indulge in that and you create their own, you know what I'm saying? And when they created their own, of course, they have disciples. And I was a disciple. You know what I'm saying? Booker was a part of that group that came together to help, I wanted to say he was one of the people that invented it, but, he was one of the people who was, you know what I'm saying, in that room when these thoughts got, he was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like he was right there. He's the first one also. So, they all, every street gang, every hood, you gotta recruit, you gotta have savages. So when they came, up to this conclusion that they wanted to have 600 business going on, you know what I'm saying? I remember me and, my little crew, we was always in my hood. I always tell y'all, I'm a 20-year nigga where I'm from. So even before the gang banging, I was running through them blocks in my hood, doing what little kids do or just doing, young nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? I was a bad little nigga even when I was a good little nigga, even before the gang banging shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So with that type of shit being said, yes, Lil Boo did used to be GD, but that was a lot of niggas from where we from, so that's nothing. But yeah, Lil Boo was one of those guys, you know, he recruited. You know what I'm saying? And I was recruited by Lil Boo. You know what I'm saying? I was always in my hood, so of course I wasn't a new nigga or nothing like that, you know. But when you start just running around in your hood and you transition over to gang banging, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gotta be put on somebody count. You gotta really like somebody claiming you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you worth something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I remember being in Buka crib on Prairie. This was like 2009. And it was me, Buka, and Lil Boo. And Lil Boo was sitting there, and Lil Boo was he was like cleaning one of our pipes. You know, he was cleaning one of, it was a Taurus, I'll never forget, it was an all chrome Taurus Nina. He was sitting in the Buka room, taking it apart, cleaning it. Mind you, bro, this 2009, so this just show you like what is going on like already. Like, now folks sitting in the Buka room cleaning the pipe up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that, you know what I'm saying? So he's sitting in the room. Mind you, all of us already, like I said, before street politics really come in play, we all still been running through the hood, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain niggas ain't been called on to be in the street yet, but we all running through the hood. We all familiar faces. I mean, we all familiar with each other. But, you know, it's like certain niggas is, you know, basically got put on, and certain niggas ain't been put on yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. I'm sitting in Buka room. Lil Boo sitting right there. He unjamming. He cleaning the pipe, dismantling it and all that. And he like, you ready to? He just looked at me. And I was in my phone, and I ended up remembering, like, cause he was cleaning the pipe. It was kind of loud. He was taking the shit up out there. Shit, it was kind of loud enough. So it's me and my Book in the room, and he looked over at me. He like, yeah. So tell you ready to get with this shit, boy? I'm looking at him like you feel me? Like that look I just did. I'm giving him that look, like, you feel me? I'm damn. Okay, cool. What that mean? Booker like, man, he asked you if you ready to get down with this 600 shit. You know, me at this point, like I said, we already all hanging together and doing all that for like, so it ain't like I ain't already down, but I ain't officially down. You know what I'm saying? So like when he came and he said that, it's a no-brainer. Hell yeah, I'm down with this 600 shit, nigga. I'm Steve. So when he said that, I'm like, you know, that was my ingratiation into like, all right, are you really 600 for? And one thing I really could say about Lil Boo for was when he put me in, he actually took that time. This is what a lot of niggas that get on the streets now is missing. When he put me in, when he recruited me and he put me in, he took the time to teach me, you know what I'm saying, certain shit, like how to move, how not to get killed out here, folks. Like, he took that time to teach me, for I swear to God, I had a real bad problem with walking with my head down. Like, I swear to God. And then, like, it was a problem, but it served me well in my childhood, because I swear I used to find quarters, dollars, $5, all type of shit on the ground just walking with my head down, bro. And I used to walk with my head down. And because I walked with my head down, I used to, like, play games and shit in my head as I was walking with my head down. Like, I count the cracks in the cement, like, or the line that separate each block in the cement as I'm walking. I used to do that, folks. So like after growing up doing it for so long, it was normal, like, as for me to walk with my head down, count the blocks, you know, like do that type of shit, like in my mind. That's what I used to do. And Lil Boo like peeped it early, like, pick your fucking head up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he early, like, pick your head up. And also, I think a direct correlation to me looking down while I walked was the speed of which I walked. Like, I used to walk, because I was looking down and I was looking kind of slow, because I used to find money and find, you know, things, like, you know, worthy things on the floor. I used to kind of walk slow so that whatever I found, I would catch it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would see it instead of walking fast and going up, passing it by. Man, bro, Lil Boo was not playing with that shit, bro. He changed the speed that I walked and the ways in which I looked when I was walking. I swear to God, Lil Boo walked. He didn't let me walk nowhere, bro, for the first 2 months that I was gangbanging, bro, by myself. He used to make me, everywhere I move, he used to move with me. Until I understood in my head, I gotta walk like this, I gotta hit these cuts, I gotta do all this, bro. Like, Lil Boo was like, he wasn't gonna let me fail, folks. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he took my hand and was like, no, you can't do this, little bro. You can't do that, little bro. You gotta walk like this, little bro. You gotta look this way and that way, little bro. You gotta hit this cut. You just can't be on the strip all the time, little bro. You gotta find you a back street. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. On Steve Gray, folks. He really taught me that shit, folks. Like, he really did, folks. He was holding my hand in the streets the first couple months I was, cause mind you, how I was moving, folks. Like, he knew, like, if I would have kept them type of habits, I was gonna die early. And him being the old statesman that he is, he felt like him ingratiating me into this shit, he owed it to me to teach me how to move out here. And you know me, looking back, I respect that shit more and more every day, because a lot of niggas put niggas in this shit and don't never give them the guidance and tell them how to maneuver through the shit that they finna put them through. But Lil Boo, he didn't do that. Lil Boo held my hand, taught me the ways to move, made sure I didn't keep certain bad habits, folk, that I had when we met, and he got them out my system and instilled better habits that I could learn from, you know what I'm saying, and use every day while I was in the streets, you know. So I respect that. That's one thing that I have to say about Lil Boo. He did do that, you know what I'm saying, and you know, that continued for a long time. Not to say he had to keep teaching me how to move, but, you know, he just taught me a lot. Like, you know, he was real open with me because I guess he felt like he put me in this shit. So anything that I needed to know, he'll tell me or let me know. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of those dudes where, you know, like, coming up in my hood, like, everybody ain't had access to Lil Boo like I had him. You know what I'm saying? Because him being a high-ranking member he was, you know, like, only real members could really, like, get under his wing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so me coming up, having him and D-Thing, like, you know, kind of being a real member, because them real members put me in this shit, like, that made me a real member. And me having them in my back pocket, it put me light years ahead of so many people. That's why y'all start hearing about me so early, because I was already trained, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I got in this shit, for them trained me. They trained me on how to move, put belt to ass, how to get on the business and stand on it. So, you know, like, it put me in the crew that I was running with, you know what I'm saying? It put us kind of in a way where it was like, you know, we was ahead of our class in so many words, you know what I'm saying? We was so, you know what I'm saying, like, advanced than the other 15, 14, 16-year-old niggas that was our age. You know what I'm saying? Because of niggas like him. And, you know, so he was just a teacher. I was a student, you know, young in our relationship. I was a student. And he was my teacher, you know what I'm saying? And him and D-Thing, they held my hand. And, you know, I learned other shit from other guys, too, like Manny and, you know, Buka, of course, you know, like, I learned shit from them guys and habits from all the guys, but Lil Boo, he held my hand. So, you know, nothing but the highest honor, you know what I'm saying? And even when we first jumped in the streets, Lil Boo it seemed like he been county bound my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Because he was going to jail back in the day. And I remember him catching a case the day he's supposed to got on probation. Him and Lil Boo, him and C, they caught an armed robbery. It was a robbery. It was a regular robbery. And this was C-Day first bid, and this was Lil Boo's second bid, you know what I'm saying? County-wise. So they ended up, Lil Boo ended up, this one he ended up serving all that time in jail. He did like 2 years in jail, 2-3 years in jail. You know what I'm saying? C-Day had ended up doing like 4 to 6 months or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And I remember that. It was like, that was like one of the first little cases in the hood, you know what I'm saying? That was like 2011 or 12. It was probably like 12, probably 11, you know what I'm saying? But it was like one of them cases where they, folk that was taking out our life early, for, and I had to learn off all the shit that he taught me, folks, because he wasn't done teaching me. I ain't gonna lie, Lil Boo wasn't done teaching me when him at 22 caught that case. But I had to wing it from there, you know what I'm saying? Because he caught that robbery the day he supposed to get out probation, and because he was technically still on papers, I think it was the day before he was supposed to get out probation, he was technically still on papers. They violated his probation and treated the whole case like he violated his probation on top of catching a new case. So Lil Boo was one of the first homies I see really do an extensive little bit, you know what I'm saying, because he was on probation, you know what I'm saying, and it was like a crazy little thing for like, he came home and his dress was gone and, you know, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying, and it was like, he wasn't done teaching me before he left, but the shit he instilled in me, I took it and I ran with it. You know, I became who I was while he was in jail. I was able to, you know, grow as, you know, somebody, you know, who was a real big figure in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't need his helping hand as much. You know what I'm saying? He had gave me so much game before he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? It was just, you know, I was straight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he ended up, you know, Lil Boo was like he was a chubby chaser, folks. I know y'all don't know a lot about that, folks, but folks was on he was on some fat man shit, folks. Like, he had some fat hoes back in the day, folks. He used to be liking that fat shit, you feel me? He was a skinny nigga, folks, but he like big girls on BD. Yeah. Let me put it in your phone. Yeah. Hit it and press the button. On phone number, like, yeah, he liked that freaky shit, folks. Like, he was on some fat man shit. Folks used to like fat shit. I ain't gonna lie, folks. And I remember one night he had held me captive, folks. And we went to this fat bitch crib, folks. He had me over there like 5:30 in the morning. I was downstairs on the couch ready to cry, folks. He had me over there so long, mind you, right? So we go over there one day on BD. We go over there one day. So when we go over there and shit, when we go over there on BD, you know, it's cold as hell outside at this time, folks. It's snowing outside, and I swear it felt like this bitch ain't had no heat in her crib, folks. And I don't think I had on the coat. I had on like a thin-ass hoodie or something, folks. So I come over there, it's like 7, 8 o'clock at night, folks. He just finna nail something, you feel me? But we get over there, he got a key to the bitch crib. He beat the bitch there, so he like, yeah, she finna slide, woo, woo. I'm finna nail her, so I'm just sitting on the couch waiting on me and folks, you know, waiting on the bitch to come in. He upstairs, I'm downstairs. You know, it was one of those, like, it was like a 2-story crib, but it was like an apartment, though, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no nice shit. It was kind of like in the trench, but it was like a 2-story crib. So he upstairs in the bitch room and shit, waiting on her to walk in and shit. So I'm downstairs, it's cold as hell. I'm kind of getting sleepy. It's like 11 o'clock now. The bitch still ain't came in. So now I hear keys at the door and shit. I hear keys at the door and shit on B. So when I hear the key jingling and shit, I'm all out. Yeah, there's some sexy shit finna walk through the door right now. On Fulham Grave, why some fat shit walk through the door on BD, some fat over. And on BD, don't get me wrong, like I said, I don't have nothing against fat people, but I'm just saying, like, She was a big girl on Biddy. She was like Rasputia size, folk. I'm talking about she came in that bitch fat, sloppy from work. Ponytail and that shit on King David. Like, she came in that bitch, folks. So now, she come in, she had some bags. Like, she came from Walmart or something on Biddy. She had some bags. So, for them, she put the bags in the kitchen and shit. I hear them, they kicking it. They fake kicking it and shit. But they really ain't talking to me. They upstairs kicking it. They come down, yeah, you good for woo. Yeah. So he go back upstairs. You know, I'm on my phone and I am straight at this point. On BDN, folks. So now as I say, she came in like at 11 o'clock. So for them grade, when she come in, I'm thinking like, all right, for vanilla, you know, butter, whatever, you feel me? She fat. Like, I'm thinking he finna do her in real quick, break her back. Because he got the girl car and everything. For like, he driving the car and everything. So I'm like, all right, we finna be in and out. You know what I'm saying? Another hour, maybe even an hour and a half, you know, midnight, this type shit, we gone. So now, it gets like 1:30. He ain't even came downstairs yet, man. I said she came in at like 11. He ain't even came downstairs yet and said, take good. He ain't text my phone and say, yeah, for I'm in this bitch getting some top or fucking I'm gonna slide downstairs. He ain't said none of that. So in my mind, I'm like, fo, on BD, what the fuck? She done killed folks upstairs or something? Like, cause I know he know, like, fo, I don't want to spend the night over here, fo. On BD, it's fake cold in here, fo. Like, she, like, her crib was like, I don't know what her kids was at that day, but her crib looked like she had a bunch of little kids, fo. Like, it just looked, it was little toys and shit all over the place. It was little stains on the couch and shit, like. So I'm like, no, I don't wanna do that. I'm thinking, he knowing I don't wanna be over here like past a certain time on BD. So, man, I go upstairs. I get tired of waiting on the couch. I'm texting his phone there. At this point, he not responding. So I get tired of like, you know, texting his phone and he ain't came down. So I'm like, man, I'm finna go upstairs and like knock on the door, see what's up, folk. I go upstairs, man, folk. I told you ain't none of the kids there. I'm downstairs. They upstairs, for I'm finna go knock on the door, for why I get to the door, for and I hear a fat ass. Man, on Lil Boo folks' grave, folk. On folks' grave, folk. He and that bitch beating her walls down. I hear the ass cheeks clapping. Them bitches loud as hell, for I'm finna knock on the door, I'm hearing. Damn, oh, BD, that bitch beating that fat shit down to the ground on folk grave. Damn, he laying that fat shit he putting that fat shit all through the damn on folk grave. He nailing that BBL. He nailing that big shit. Boy, he was nailing that big shit. I ain't gonna lie, folk. So I can't even cop, cause like at this point I'm hearing the claps. So I know they fucking now, so I can't even knock on the door. You know, I know how that go. You can't throw a motherfucker out while they clapping, for like that shit be goofy, for. So I'm like, damn. But at this point I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back downstairs. At least I know he fucking now. So he should be downstairs in the next 30 minutes. Like he already apparently clapping us shit. So in my mind, all right, he finna come down in the next 30 minutes or so, you know? So he don't come down in the next 30 minutes, folks. So now, like, it's an hour, folks. So now I'm like, bro, now I'm thinking, like, man, did this nigga come? Did he bust a nut and then go to sleep? Because you know how niggas be, for we bust a nut, motherfucker get to going to bed on King David. Fuck, get the rolling over and rubbing they motherfucking ankles together, folks, after they bust a nut, folks. So I'm like, I'm finna go up here and knock on the door, folks. He gotta be in that bitch sleep or something, because he still ain't responding to my text, folks. He still ain't said, "Tay, I'm finna slide down. I'm fucking, So I'm like, I'm finna go back upstairs. Man, it's like an hour done passed now since I first went up. I'm finna go upstairs. Bro, I go upstairs, folks. Finna knock on the door. Why I hear it again? This nigga still beating that fat shit up. Bro, he was having a fuck. I don't know if folks popped a pill or a yurt or some shit before we got over there, folks, but he was in that fat pussy all night long, folks. I'm talking about man, folks. Then you know, fat girls be so freaky, folks. Like, they be so freaky, man, on folk grave. Like, on Billy, folks, he's still in that hour later, folks. Beating that shit down. I'm damn, folks. He got me ready to go in there and beat her shit from the back now. I need to try this fat bitch pussy now. You been fucking her too long. She must got the wop. I'm thinking like, damn, let me get some of that fat shit folk grave, folk, because you been fucking her so long. Like, man, bro, let me get a little zappy or something on folk grave. She gotta have a wop, folk. That pussy got power on folk grave. I had to see what that's hitting on folk grave. Ain't no way in hell my homie beating that up from the back all like that. Yeah, let me see let me try that. I'm ready to try that fat big shit. Folk grave, he finally come out the room, G, and come downstairs. Guess what time it was, y'all? I swear to God, that nigga dropped me off at the home at 5 in the morning, folks. On my son, folks. That nigga Lil Boo dropped me off at the crib at 5 a.m. I was with that nigga at 7 o'clock, folks. She walked in the crib at 11. They was fucking by 12 for sure. Couldn't believe it, folks. Hell no, this nigga Lil Boo. Don't worry about it. When he dropped me off, that was the last time I got him. Because this like before Uber. You know, I'm a broke shorty, all that goof ass shit. So it ain't like I can just really bail up out of there, folks, at my own will, folks. Like, I'm really, like, kidnapped, folks, by folks on BD. I ain't going home unless he give me a ride on folk grade. Then the bitch had the nerve to live somewhere in Wittenberg fucking Avenue all the way Foss Hill somewhere, folks. I'm so fucking far away from home, I can't go home if a motherfucker would have came and got me. I'm like, hell no, folks, fuck all that. So I stopped fucking with folks. So then on King David, I'm thinking folks just a little chubby chaser and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. So then after the chubby chaser shit, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm folk grade. This nigga started going with Boobie. Now, let me make sure I tell y'all, if y'all don't know who the backstory on Boobie is a girl from Jaro City. She was killed in like 2015 or some shit like that, or 16, I don't know, one of them years. But she was an op, and she was like, and this is no disrespect, but Boobie ass was popped. Boobie ass was popped. I ain't smoking on Boobie. I don't got nothing negative to say about her. I don't throw no extra unneeded shade. But Boobie ass was snap, crackle, popped. And folks used to be eating that ass and head over heels and kissing her, tonguing her down and pictures and all type of shit, grabbing that ass and like getting to folks and them about her. I'm just like, ooh, on BD. I'm like, ooh, on BD, folks ass a freak on folk grave. Back when the world needed you most. Appreciate you, Jay, # OHB. I'm back. But yeah, on BD, you doing all that over her? Like, I'm talking about before you be ready to blow one of the guys down over Boobie, folks. Like, you know, Boobie was a real lie. Like, folk was calling her a setup queen. She was like a top op, like top female op. Niggas was trying to kill her. Niggas was out here looking for Boobie, folks. And we steady telling Lil Boo slow ass, like, folks, you want to be with her when motherfucker looking for her, find her, folks? Then, well, a motherfucker that's looking for it when they find it, what you gonna do? You gonna smoke a motherfucker about Boobie? Bro, this man was dead ass. Like, he loved her. He went back doing Boobie. He wouldn't even try to get Boobie to backdoor none of the ops. That's how much he loved her. He just wanted her to love. They just wanted to love each other. On 4th grade, like, bro, you really over there overly fried over Boobie popped ass on 4th grade. That's when I knew. I'm like, yeah, folk, he liked that. And don't give me no homo for like Lil Boo to me, like, he was a handsome dude. Like, I used to be looking at folks like one of the like pretty girls on the block. Like, for no homo, like when he had his dreads, like all the hoes used to be on Lil Boo dick, for like he ain't never had to settle for a certain hoe, for. So when he used to just be fucking fat shit or fucking like pop shit or dirty looking shit, I just used to be like, like, fuck is you on? I just used to be like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm appalled. I'm appalled, folks. You over here fucking shit that look like a transmission. And you Lil Boo. Like I said, no shade, no hate, no sleep, none of that. I told this shit to Boobie to her face. I'm like, damn, first on that freaky shit. But one thing I can say, bro, like I told y'all, Lil Boo taught me a lot of shit. Like, even on the guys, like, as far as like fighting, like I tell y'all, I come from the last era where phone them used to really get down and fight. I swear to God, Lil Boo, we'll be walking, or we'll be chilling in the crib, boy. Both of us, I'd be on our phone. And I'd be chilling in my phone, and on video, I'd be in my phone, and I feel, bang! He'll bust me. He'll bust me. And I swear to God, for like, when he'll first bust me, like, I used to be like, what the fuck is you on? But he like, nah, boy, your ass gotta be on point, nigga, on 4th grade. Like, he'll bust me, nigga, on phone. Mom, what the fuck? He'll bust me again. Oh, boy, what the fuck is you doing? Boy, your ass better throw them bitches. I'm thinking it's that he. Folk whooping my ass, for I had to start fighting folks back. And then it got to a point where it was like, on Biddy, I'm busting his ass now on 4th grade. We'll be not busting his ass on 4th them, because it got to a point where, like, Lil Boo had real hands. So, like, Lil Boo whoop shit in the hood. Everybody knows. So, if you can even hang with Lil Boo when y'all slap boxing or play boxing, like, you got hands. Like, Booker used to... Lil Boo used to do the same shit to Booker. Booker started getting up there with his ass on 40. Stopped playing with Booker like that. Same shit with me, folks. Like, he bust me. I'm busting his ass back on 40. I'm grabbing him, slamming him on his shit, all that. Like, because now I want to play. Because once I feel like I got you and I figured you out on 40, we could do this shit all night. Because now, once I whoop you, or like fake whoop you, even if it's like play fighting, for the rest of the hood gonna know. Like, because we all the ones, like, we was all fighting for each other. Like, any of my homies that tell you this shit that's original from the block, we used to fight and wrestle each other to see who had hands, who could really box if it was time for. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and M-Thang used to fight. Me and LA used to fight on Steve. Like, we used to fight each other for. I ain't gonna lie to you. We used to fight each other all the time for. Like, I hit M-Thang in his shit before. M-Thang hit Lil D in his shit before. LA hit me in my shit before. No cap. No bet for, like, he'll bust you quick. He said, Supersonic said, thank you for this one, Tay. Question, I noticed a lot of your allies don't speak on Lil Boo, and he is in the pictures with a lot of different sets like the rest of his son. Is there a reason for that? Kind of. Him, first of all, him and D-Thang wasn't really, like, fond of all the late day shorties, meaning me, D-Rose, Rondo, you know, like, all of us being ingratiated with all these other hoods like they was our hoods, you know what I'm saying? Because when we first got in this shit, a lot of hoods didn't like us, you know what I'm saying? We was clicked up with SKD, so O-Block didn't really fuck with us, but we was the BDs, so it's like niggas did, like, we wanted to tour with a lot with our own people, but it was like, niggas ain't fuck with us for real because, and they used to hate on us because of who our big homies decided to click up with at the time. So, you know, like, a lot of niggas he never fucked with from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And then even when, like, shit later on, when later on down the line, when you start seeing them in other hoods, it was always only really like O Block or Blackgate. You know what I'm saying? It was never really like a lot of hoods where he had to cross a real distance or like be overly out of like the Woodlawn area. I mean the Washington Park area. He'd go to O Block, he'd go to Blackgate, Front Street. He ain't going like, you know, places where it's really like walking distance. Folks not going to Lamb. He ain't on the Farley. He ain't wasn't really on TYMB back in the day. Like he never did that. You know what I'm saying? So like anybody that was close with Lil Boo, you had to be really on his block or in his presence in the trench with him, like directly. You know what I'm saying? For you to be like a part of his story. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't fuck with a lot of niggas, especially in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas used to hate on us because we was leaders. We ain't give a fuck about the, you know, the whole, our big homies wanted to fuck with SKD, and we was fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? And Big Bro them, a lot of Front Street niggas and O Block niggas, and they ain't like them niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Top and them ain't like Dre and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas ain't like each other. And we was so locked in with them that they ain't like us like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they looked at us like we was opping it. Then, you know, even outside of shit like that, you know, for them had real shit going on. Lil Boo and Republican had shit going on. Lil Boo and D-Thing had shit going on with Republican and Juice and Fat and, you know, it's backstories to why you don't see Lil Boo in the pictures with a lot of people. You know, just to answer your question. But to get back to the story, you know, Lil Boo, if we always had to be on my P's and Q's, I really probably know how to fight because of Lil Boo for real, because he was one of them niggas. He hit hard, he punch fast, he swing fast, you know, he punch hard, and he like, you know what I'm saying? He one of those people, like, you feel me, like he whoop ass. So if you can even hang with Lil Boo, you get, especially, you know, back then, Lil Boo probably got like 3 years on me. Probably like 3 real years or like 2 real years. I'm 26, I think him and D-Thing like 30. So like at my age, you know, it probably seemed like we all grown now, but like back in them days, that's like a 14 and an 18-year-old. So like me as a 14-year-old fighting my 18-year-old brother for, and I'm hanging with him, or like I ain't going, that was a measurement stick for me. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of translated to me like, bro, if I can fight Lil Boo on stage, any nigga in my class, any nigga in my school can get these bitches. I ain't gonna lie. But I got a nigga in my hood I fight every day on my block, folk. On BD. I got niggas on my block I fight with every day, folk. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 years older than me, folk. Like that I spar with every day. And I'm trained for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trained for that shit, folk. So this is one of those instances where I'm like, you know, I'm trained. I was ready. So yeah, he was one of those types. But you know, Lil Boo, he was an aggressive type of dude, man. I had a fucking situation with bro right before he had died and shit. Because I was on the block and, you know, the Mac came up missing. I'm gonna say that. It came up missing for a minute. And I had the possession of the Mac because it was mine. I ain't gonna lie, it was mine. I wasn't finna let no other niggas walk off, go to their crib with that Mac. No, I don't give no fuck who toted it on the block. If I'm bringing it out and I'm taking it in on Steve. So I had possession of the Mac, and the Mac was fucked up for a minute. So I had it in my crib. I wasn't bringing it out. Niggas used to want me to be on the block with a Mac that was janky, and I wasn't doing that. They thought a janky Mac was better than having no gun at all, and I didn't feel that way. So I kept it in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like I kept it in the crib, and you know, because I kind of felt like it was mine, it was dropped off to me by one of the big guys. They ain't wanted. They gave it to us for us to get out here with it, and I was out here with it. So unless you was gonna be out here more than me with it, you wasn't getting it. And that's just what it was. I don't know whether you told it on the block when I got put up, when I left the hood, it was coming with me. I don't give no fuck who had it. So Foden was asking about the Mac, and I wasn't giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't giving them the Mac, and they had a session about me. And they had a section that I wasn't invited to. They had a section, and Funny was in a section talking about, I was finna get violated and I'm stealing and I'm doing this and that. Because a lot of niggas was mad, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to be out here with a janky Mac. And what I was really doing was, I didn't want to bring it out anyway because I was trying to pressure my big guys to push shit out there that was really worth toting. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want me to be out here with a janky ass Mac. You niggas out of town getting money and doing all this and that. Y'all supposed to be putting these pipes out here. Y'all ain't doing y'all end of the bargain. So because y'all ain't doing y'all end of the bargain, y'all want us to sit out here with janky shit. I ain't doing that. Nigga come through this bitch blowing up this Mac that don't work, man. I'm dead. As soon as they see that bitch don't work, they gonna chase me down and murder me, man. So now I ain't bringing this bitch out. So for them have a session talking about how I'm stealing and did I sell it and all this other shit and what they was gonna do, you know what I'm saying? That man, on top of me having the Mac, I'm really one of the only homies on the block with their own stick anyways. Like I always had my own personal pipe. Like I've been having my own personal pipe since I was like 16, 17, you know what I'm saying? So I never needed a nigga to drop nothing off to me. I was gonna figure out a way to get something I can tote every day. Right? It came from a family member, a big cousin, an uncle, somebody, nigga, on Steve. So, for them, when shit got bad and they ain't want to invest in a bunch of guns, they started trying to like collect all the pipes in the hood. Like, nah, bro, that Mac is put up. And I got my own pipe, you know what I'm saying? So I don't care about the Mac not being out here. I got a real personal handgun that I could tote every day. I don't need the Mac. Y'all want me to put the Mac out here because y'all don't want to put nothing else out here. That's over with. So for them have a little session, for one of the guys come back, tell me like, man, woo. For them had a session, it was this, it was that, said enough. These the certain niggas who was doing the most talking. So when he said this, and he telling me and shit, I'm like, okay, telling me who talking. It's Lil Boo, and it's another one of the guys on Biddy, but Lil Boo, both of their names stand out. I just ain't gonna name drop folks right now. This Lil Boo story, but Lil Boo was one of the names mentioned. He was doing a lot of talking. So, like at this point, I'm living on my block. Like I'm living on my hood, like in the heart of my hood. I'm staying on 600. I'm staying on my block on 60th and Calumet when this session got had and when this shit got said. So when folks came back and told me what was said in the session, I'm like, all right, cool. I instantly pop out because I got my own pipe. I pop out. I pop out. I ain't gonna lie. I pop out. Right out. Hit the back door. Hit the alley. Went right to the block with my pipe. Not the Mac, my personal shit. I went to the block. On Lil Steve, confront a Lil Boo, like, bro, what's up with all this shit? Like, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't give a fuck if a nigga kill me, whoop my ass, all that. Bro, I'll be on this block every day. You ain't finna be nowhere behind my back talking like I'm about to get my ass spanked or I'm about to get violated or you will do something to me about anything, nigga. On Steve, you not. Nigga, we ain't finna be in the same vicinity as each other, nigga. Any nigga talking about me like that, folks. I don't give no fuck who you is, bro. You could be mama fucking mama, bro. Like, you sitting somewhere talking like you will do me dirty or you will get on my ass about anything, bro, and me and you be in the same vicinity of each other every day, and I know you a real savage, folk. I don't love boo. I'm gonna let you know I know exactly what's up, and I'm gonna give you the option to nigga take it there or stop talking like you on that like that, bro. Cause one thing about me, bro, you niggas train me, bro. Like idols do become rivals, folks, and students do surpass teachers at some point. Like, so can't no nigga that put me in this shit look down on me, folks, cause you know who I am and you know what I do. Like, so you can't little nigga me. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't no nigga little nigga in me. I don't give no fuck who you is, folks, cause once I popped out in this shit and once I got my feet wet in this shit, I went MVP. Real spill. Fuck what you did before I was active. Fuck how long you was out here before me. Fuck all that. When I got out here, I went MVP. So ain't no nigga little nigga in me. Ain't no nigga little nigga in me, bro. So I confronted folks on BD. Now, long story short, that shit ain't really go nowhere. Cause you know, like I ain't gonna say like he ducked this shit or nothing, but motherfuckers just be acting like shit don't be what it seemed. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it wasn't even all that said. Like, don't get me wrong, he was bugging up too, but he was basically saying like motherfuckers adding extra shit, it wasn't all that. But I don't be with all that, folks. Cause I ain't gonna lie, ain't no nigga finna snake me. That back door closed on stage. So I'm using the front door on a nigga. Like, if this what you on, nigga, I'm letting you know I know what's being said and what's up. You know what I'm saying? He say first team, all shooting. Facts, I went all pro. We going all pro. First team all pro in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was one of those things where, you know, us idols became rivals at one point, but you know, that's still my big brother. You know, I love him. He gave me the game and he taught me how to survive in the trench. You know what I'm saying? So the most utmost respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Always and forever. And we kind of squashed that shit before he got killed, and I was glad I got to have that conversation with him. That's why when he got killed, it was kind of crazy for me because, you know, y'all know, like, man, I sit back and I try to, you know, I tell y'all all the time about mental health and, you know, when he got killed and then they had pictures of him floating around and all that type of shit. You know, I just remember, like, the days. Because ironically, I'm going to tell y'all a story. And then I'm going to end it because it's kind of getting long. When me and Lil Boo met, I was staying on 56 and King Drive. He got killed on 60th and King Drive. When he got killed there, bro, these all my first memories on that same corner with him. We used to walk that block, hit them cuts, that same strip all day. Like, when I seen the pictures of him in like that moment, like it was just like everything came full circle. Like, damn, we used to play these blocks, the same blocks you live on. You try to protect and like glorify, you would die on them. You know what I'm saying? Like that block he died on, we was raised right there. He raised me right there, man. I done stumped so many ops head in right there on that, right there. It's a bus stop right there. We called Gucci from Jaro City and fucked him up. Me, Lil Boo, Manny, and Baldy right there. Like, it really got, it came full circle, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so many memories right there, man. Like, me and him, you know what I'm saying? Me, him, and D-Thing. And D-Thing got killed on the next block, 61st and King Drive. Him and D-Thing died a block apart on the same street, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really went through that. I lived that. You know what I'm saying? I seen that. I carried my homie's caskets, bro. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. I was 16. I carried my homie casket, my best friend. D-Thing and Lil Boo was best friends, man. I carried my best friend casket. I was 16, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, LA died in 2013. I was still 16. His funeral was like a week and a half later. My birthday wasn't until November. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like everything just came full circle when I seen it. It just made me be grateful for, like, you know, still being here. Because even I'm at the point in my life now, man, where like even the people like that taught me the game are dead. You know, like that had direct links to why I am the person I am and how far I've came. They are dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got a lot of glory in this life, you know what I'm saying? But I've paid a big sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, this 600 shit, like, it go back years, man. Like, I remember back in them days when we was all alive and well. You know what I'm saying? I remember them nights where, you know, all my niggas, we just ditch school together, or go to school, get out of school, meet up with each other. I remember them nights. But that shit was 15 years ago. You know? It's fucked up when you lose niggas before you get to high school. You know what I'm saying? And the guy, like Lil Boo, you would think he made it far because he made it farther than D-Thing. D-Thing got killed in 11. Lil Boo died much later, but it just don't even matter, man. Like, the goal is to survive. You know what I'm saying? And keep surviving, man. Like, so, you know, I wish all my niggas ain't have to die like that, man. You know, I wish some of these stories I ain't have for y'all, but I know so many people that's dead. I try not to take this shit for granted. And if you any street nigga that's on this, I want you to never take this shit for granted, bro, because these stories, they therapeutic for me. I like telling y'all these stories only because of the simple fact I feel like y'all sometimes get construed with seeing, like, is this shit really as real as they made it seem? So I try to give y'all some in-depth, you know, details and show y'all, like, bro, it really went like that at one point. Like, so, you know, like, it's really like, I want everybody to know, man, like, R.I.P. them niggas, man. We've been through a lot. We've overcame a lot. The people that's still here, y'all should appreciate them because we survived a lot of things to even be right here in front of y'all, me included. You know, like, I've beat the odds over 1,000,000 times to be right here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, R.I.P. Lil Boo, man. Brian Paris, can we get a platoon story next? Yes, we can, man. Shout out to Brian Paris, man, for the donation. Yes, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all tomorrow, man. Drop the comments who y'all want to hear about tomorrow, man. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. R.I.P. Lil Boo, man. Everybody be safe, stay safe. See y'all people tomorrow, man. Gone.